There once was a man who helped out the king. So the king offered the man anything he pleased. The man pulled out a chessboard, placed a grain of wheat on it, and said, "Every day I want my pieces of wheat to double by each square on the chessboard." The king thought this was a simple request and granted it. The wheat kept doubling and doubling until finally the man owned all the wheat in the kingdom. This is an example of compound interest commonly used by Warren Buffett to explain the phenomenon that brings him riches. Hello YouTube, my name is Austyn from the Austyn Hustles channel. Today we'll be reviewing and doing, as close as possible, the daily routine of Warren Buffett. As of 2019, Warren Buffett is the third richest man in the world according to Forbes, with a net worth of around $82.5 billion. Buffett is a very successful investor. Buffett wakes up right at 6:45 a.m. and his main goal is to read and soak up as much knowledge as possible. CNBC reports that Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day just reading. To find out how many hours he reads in a day, we're going to assume that he doesn't read while he sleeps, and also Warren claims to get 8 hours of sleep every day, so what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 8 from 24, and that means that Warren Buffett has 16 hours of daylight, and then we multiply that by 0.8 for 80%, and then we have a total of 13 hours. Warren Buffett reads 13 hours in a day. So, when I experiment with his lifestyle, I'm going to have to read 13 hours in that day. But wait, Warren, you sneaky over-exaggerator. A simple Google search concludes that Warren Buffett only reads 6 hours a day. That's not 80% of your day, Warren. Okay, so I'm going to need to be reading 6 hours in one day. Now what does Warren read? Well, mostly business magazines and company reports, says Business Insider. Warren also has a very extreme diet, but I'll get more into that in the morning. But because of his diet, he needs to stay in tip-top shape. So at the end of the day, I'm going to get a teeny workout in. So it's 10:16 right now. My phone never focuses. So it's 10:16 and Warren goes to sleep at 10:45. So we're going to go ahead and hit the hay when that time comes around. And then we got our alarm clock set for 6:45.
Something very interesting about Warren's diet is that he eats just like a 6-year-old.
Warren claims he eats McDonald's, drinks Pepsi, and goes to Dairy Queen every day on a regular basis. But does he actually do this stuff, or is he just saying that because he's a shareholder of some of these companies? We're just going to go ahead and trust Warren here, even though his reputation with us hasn't been good so far, Mr. 80% of the day.
Just think, if you were a billionaire, where would you eat? If the market is up, he spoils himself with a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. If the market's down, then he opts for the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. If you need some extra pennies, he goes for 2 sausage patties.
And honestly, I respect Warren so much for that he's a freaking billionaire and he's only spending like up to $5 on his breakfast. He also does buy Pepsi regularly as he is a shareholder, but you know, my body's a temple. We're gonna head over to McDonald's and I got a bag of dollar bills and quarters and just stuff like that, and we're gonna pay an exact change. That's probably gonna be the only thing hard about this video is finding the right amount of change in the time from when I get to the first window to the payment window. So yeah, let's get over there.
So the market is up right now, so we're gonna go with the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Thank you for choosing McDonald's. How may I help you?
Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and just a sandwich?
Okay, anything else?
No, thank you. That's it.
Okay, your total comes to $4.79 off the first window.
All right, thank you.
Cheese biscuit.
Thank you.
The total was actually $4.79, which was a lot more than I was expecting. When Warren was doing it, it was only like $3.15, but you know, he also lives in the middle of nowhere, and that was a few years ago, so we have to adjust for inflation. But yeah, I would not be spending $5 every morning because that adds up. But hey, the market was up, and when you're a billionaire, you really don't have to worry about $5 every morning. But we're gonna go ahead and dig into the sandwich here and then begin our 6 hours of reading. So I have some books here that I have up for sale on eBay. So we're gonna have to be reading until 3 o'clock because Warren reads for 6 hours, and it is 8 a.m. right now. So we have some to choose from, but we're gonna begin with Secrets of Question-Based Selling. and we haven't started this yet. And then once we finish this one, we'll probably go to, let's see. We'll either do this, the Greatest Generation book, or Red Notice. Got our sandwich right here, and we got question-based selling. See you guys at 3.
So we're here at the end of the day of being Warren Buffett, and we went ahead and finished this book. Taught a lot about question-based selling, like the title implies. And then after we read the book, we went ahead and went to the gym so we can get that, nice toned physique like Warren has. And honestly, my review for his daily routine is it was pretty easy, but also pretty boring. I mean, I don't own billion-dollar companies like he does, but that's why he's reading for all this amount of time. He's reading up on company reports and all that. I could barely get through reading for 6 hours. I mean, I lost my attention a lot, and I had to switch to the audiobook just because that's how I comprehend stuff better. But him, as he is older, he's better at reading, because that's all he had when he was a kid. And I'm probably going to do more of these videos on just entrepreneurs and business people and reviewing their daily routines. But at the end, I also want to find something that I can incorporate into my life to make it more efficient and just better overall. So what I would add to my life from Warren's is I would add the numerous hours of reading. Probably not going to do 6 hours, but maybe 2 or 3 hours every day. That'll definitely help me out and just expand my knowledge, and I think that'll just make me a better person overall. And also on the note of going to the gym and just exercising regularly, Warren Buffett once told a group of students,
And I wasn't doing very well with girls, so we'll talk about cars. But let's just imagine that when we finish, I'm going to let each one of you pick out the car of your choice. Sounds good, doesn't it? Pick it out, any color, you name it. It'll be tied up with a bow, and it'll be at your house tomorrow. And you say, well, what's the catch? And the catch is that it's the only car you're going to get in your lifetime. Now, what are you going to do knowing that that's the only car you're ever going to have and you love that car? You're going to take care of it like you cannot believe. Now, what I'd like to suggest, you're not going to get only one car in your lifetime, but you're going to get one body and one mind, and that's all you're going to get. And that body and mind feels terrific now, but it has to last you a lifetime.
and the car that you get can be compared to the human body. But we only got one body, and we got to take care of it because it's going to be ours for the rest of our life. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a little bit about Warren Buffett and the man he is. Not the most interesting lifestyle, but he's enjoying what he's doing. He's loving it. I'm not going to hate on him. But yeah, I'm trying to do this with some more people, like I said earlier. If you enjoyed the video, leave a subscribe right down here. I got some other videos to the left or right of me right here. Also, leave a like if you're a gamer. And yeah, I'll see you next time.